Hey guys, it's Christina. I completed week 2 of nursing school and survived. Oh, it's been very, very busy and hectic. Oh, Scott's back there too. He's on his iPod Touch because he got jealous of mine, so he had to go get his own. Um, but yeah, week 2, very busy, lots of stuff thrown at us. I feel like I've done like if it was a normal, if I was just going to school for something normal, I feel like I've done half a semester's work in 2 weeks. Um, so very busy. We're keeping my spirits up. Next week's gonna be a lot tougher. Um, but first, I want to tell you guys something. My professor of fundamentals theory, she kept saying we were talking about the nursing process, and she kept saying something about, you know, we were talking about the steps in the nursing process, and she kept saying something about so it's a delicious pie or it's an apple pie, and I don't know if I just missed her explaining that or she just didn't explain it. I was like, what the heck is she talking about? So I was going through the memory notebooks of nursing, and I turned to this page, steps in the nursing process, and there it is. Assessment, diagnosis, planning, implementation, and evaluation, or analysis instead of uh, diagnosis. So now I understand what she was saying. So pay attention to your professor because they're giving you hints. Um, so all of a sudden I just like, oh, that's what she was talking about. So that was a funny moment to me. Um, other than that, oh, my first quiz. We had our first quiz in fundamentals, and I got an 85. So I was pretty happy about that. I know that it was 20 questions, and I know the 3 questions that I got wrong, and they were just kind of silly answers that I missed. And so now I know for next time. No, I will go back and reread the questions and make sure I know what they're asking. Um, but that's good. And then we had another quiz in skills lab, but it was like we had to like write it, so I had to. But I think I did good on that too. Um, I did miss one really dumb question, but that's okay. I know I had a rationalization in my head, and then it was the wrong answer. Um, but I think I did good on that. So we'll see what my grade is next week. Um, I'm so excited to have Monday off for Labor Day. I mean, I know I'll just be spending it studying, but it'll be nice to just relax. um, so that was a tough week. Um, Next week we have in my program, I have another quiz in skills lab. I have first exam in counting first exam in theory, and then we have our first quiz in physical assessment, and on that same day we have our first check off, and that's going to be for respiratory and skin analysis. So I'll be practicing on Scott back there. We learned how to do like blood pressure, which I need more practice on, so I want to get a blood pressure cuff and practice on that before I have it in check off. But yeah, it's going to be fast and furious the last couple of weeks before med surge starts. Oh, and I found out that I was going through my notebook or my planner and filling in dates, and I realized that the math quiz that we had to take before we go into med surge and pass is on the same day as my physical assessment final. So I'll have the math quiz in the morning and then the final in the afternoon. So that'll be a very stress filled day, I think, but I'll try and keep it in check and breathe and meditate or something to keep myself from going crazy. But yeah, I think from now on I'll have like at least 2 quizzes a week, like a quiz in definitely a quiz in physical assessment and homework, um, and a quiz in skills lab, and then I'm not sure what our schedule is for foundation or for theory, but it's fast and furious right now until we get to med surge, and then it might slow down a little bit. But that's clinicals, which I'm sure will come with its own barrel of laughs, so to speak. Um, but I'm doing okay so far. A lot of my classmates in my pod, they're really stressing right now because they're thinking, because we were stayed after class yesterday when we all had our 9 to 11 class. So we stayed afterwards and we went into the skills lab to get some practice in. And they're just like, so, oh my God, we got this. And what does this mean? And this and this and this. And they're so stressed out. And, and, don't make me lose my train of thought. And they're so stressed out. And I think they're going to like worry themselves into failure. Maybe not failure, but they're not going to do as well as maybe they should or could have. So I'm trying to keep it in check. No, I am feeling overwhelmed, but I prepared myself for it. So I don't understand how people are like, oh my gosh, it's so much work and we have to know so much. And they keep throwing it at us. It's like, what did you expect? You know what you're getting yourself into. So I was prepared for lots of reading and studying and all this because I had, I knew what I was getting myself into. So I'm not stressing too bad because I think I have myself pretty well organized. I know what I need to study. I read the textbook, and then I'm also reading the Reviews and Rationales book. I'm looking at the health assessment one right now to be prepared or more prepared for my first quiz and the checkoff. And the checkoff is really easy. It's probably the shortest one. It's just like, skin assessment, like palpitate and feel for temperature and stuff. And then we have to document. That's probably the toughest part because you don't really know how to document things properly. But I'm sure that'll come with practice and she'll correct us. Our physical assessment teacher is pretty cool. She's really, this is how it's done, and she just gives it straightforward, but she's still kind of cool too. So yeah, the Revision Rationales book are proving to be really helpful. The Memory Notebooks of Nursing are proving to be really helpful so far, and I'm sure they will get more and more helpful. That's pretty much, and I love my Littmann. I really do. I love my stethoscope because it's so nice. Like, we were practicing blood pressure, and I didn't have my stethoscope with me. And so we just had to use the ones that they had at school, and they were really cheapy, and it was really hard to hear what I was listening for. Maybe that's why I couldn't really get it right away. But my Littmann is awesome, and I'm going to have it forever. I need to get like one of those, I don't have it easily available to me right now, but I need to get one of those like covers so I can put it around my neck and it won't be like sticking, and then my skin oils won't break the material down or anything. Alright, so the weather is really nice right now. I might have to do a video about running now that I will be able to properly do my pre-training before I start my training for a half marathon that's going to happen in April. I did it last year, and then, well, I'll do a vlog about it when you guys don't want to hear about that. So that's it. That was week 2. I'm not looking forward to week 3, but I will face it head on, and I will be prepared, and I will be okay. My foundations theory professor said you have to get through it to get to it. So I just keep that in mind. I'm like, this is what I have to do to get to my goal. I just have to keep that goal in mind. To keep in mind, this is getting me to that NCLEX, and I'll be fine. So, I will see you guys next week. I'll maybe make a blog on Sunday about running. So if you want to watch that, awesome. Maybe it'll get you into running. It's a good stress reliever. But I'll talk about that later. So I hope you guys have a good restful holiday weekend for you Americans, and for everyone else, have a good weekend regardless, and study hard. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.